Does the new iMac design suck?
And it's this beautiful color.
Okay, I'm struggling to hear cheap. It looks cheap.
How many computers do you know? Well, it's not a toy computer.
The bezels. Just
People have liked that in the past. They want more. They want more to like.
whoa.
No, I think you're wrong.
Hello and welcome to Opposing Views, where we take the microscope under the latest technology news. And today's news is going to be hard-hitting. It's all about the new iMac design. The design that has changed the game once again. And with us today, we have a real-life female to discuss, to take one side of the view, and the other side will oppose it. Are you ready for this?
I'm so ready. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
The question of the day is, does the new iMac design suck?
No, it doesn't suck. I can't believe you'd even say that for a minute. Why would you think that? Right, I just want to get one thing clear, right? Apple have really knocked it out of the park this time round with their change in the colors of the iMacs. I think they are gorgeous. There's a multitude of colors there. There's pink, there's blue, there's green, there's all sorts of colors. And I think personally, that will fit in really nicely with a new aesthetic design in anybody's bedroom, anybody's room. And I think it's just such a good addition to the collection.
Okay, you're saying a lot of words there. And words have no meaning without the essence of the truth. So I'm here to tell you the truth. And you said that there's colors.
Yes.
But there isn't colors. They all have a white frame. Answer that.
Well, look, I know you said about that, but seriously, you need contrast, okay? Your room right now is white. How nice would it be to have an injection of color? So, example, Apple Macs, the iMac now has got this pink, say for example, this pink, beautiful outside border, and then it's got a contrast of color, which is the white, which just helps to give it that nice, gorgeous effect to it.
Yeah, but it's got a chin, like the size of my chin.
Doesn't matter. It looks beautiful. When you pay that much money for something, you want to show it off. You want to be able to say, look, I paid this much, I got this much metal, and it's this beautiful color.
Okay, I'm struggling to hear. Look, I got to interject here. Yeah. You said one thing. When you pay that much money,
yes,
it's a good amount of money. It's cheaper. But when you pay that much money, you want to show it off.
Yeah.
There is no logo. Previously, back in the day, as in yesterday, there was a logo on it. But now the logo's gone. It's round the back. You can't see it from round the back. It just looks like it looks cheap. It's the iPhone 5C of iMacs. They're going backwards. They're going backwards in history.
I just want to say one thing. You mentioned about the logo.
Yeah.
How much people pay for to have things on their cars removed. Example, how much do they pay to get rid of a sign on their car? That is thousands of dollars.
Get rid of the rubbish brands. Apple is meant to be prestigious. You may not want to see the Apple logo.
Tell me, how many computers do you know?
It looks like a toy computer.
No, it doesn't.
It's a toy computer.
How many computers do you know? Well, it's not a toy computer. How many computers do you know that are pink in this world, okay? Do any of the Windows computers look pink? No, of course not. And just like the iPhone...
Pink. It's got a white frame.
Just like the iPhone 5C, there was only Apple that were producing colourful phones. So by trademark, you will know it's an Apple product because you're the only one out there who's got that colour.
Look, she's saying a lot of words about colours, yeah? I'm just going to show you. I'm going to put a graphic right here. This is the old iMac design, and this is the new iMac design. Which one looks better? Clearly, it's the old one. The old one looks much better. The problem with the old one is the bezels, they were massive. They were size of they were massive. So all I wanted was just smaller, thinner bezels. But they decided to just I don't know what they did. They went 20 years ago. They went back in time 20 years ago. They got the rubbish bin, all the crap that they used to do 20 years ago, and they decided to recycle it into this.
No. Well, you know what, Ash? Well, okay, one thing first, okay? Recycling. How many of you have now, recycling is the thing, right? Upcycling, recycling, refurbing, everybody's on it, okay? They want to take something that's vintage from the past and they bring it back into the future.
Vintage.
Because people have liked that in the past, okay? Just because it was so successful, because you can't get over how successful it was, people want to bring that back in. Now, I don't really understand your point about the bezel being white. White and a colour is a really good contrast.
Why does it have to be white?
Why shouldn't it be white?
You're saying white frames are the best?
Well, I think it's a nice contrast. Just like your room is white, you could have a nice injection of colour, which would be a nice contrast.
Yeah, but I'm used to seeing black.
Well, I'm sorry, but now it's white.
If I look at the TV, it's a black screen. If you look at the screen itself, it's black. It's a black screen. Yet they have a white bezel around it. Why didn't they just make it nice and flush, black and black?
Because they want it to look like zebras, okay? It's cool, it's trendy.
Yeah, but zebras don't have pink on them. It's not pink, white, and black. It's too much colours. Tri-colour system. It's like I'm a body corporate for a house. They're gonna call me up, hey, your house isn't white enough. What's wrong with that? And it's cheap. It's cheap. When you buy stuff, you get the metallic silver finish, you get the dark finish, and now the white one's always the cheaper model. It's cheap. It's like the iPhone 5C. Like, for example, the iPhone 11 or the iPhone 12. that has the fruity rubbish colors. But the iPhone 12 Pro, oh, that doesn't have the fruit colors. It's got the metallic colors.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I brought an iPhone 12 and my case on it is, guess what color? Pink. Okay? Clearly, there is a need and there's a requirement that is screaming out there that people are bored. They're bored of the sterile colors. They're bored of the grays. They're bored of the slate grays. They're bored of the silvers. They want more. They want more to life. This world is so colorful. They want more injections of color. Okay, if I'm going out there buying a pink case, that means that I am going to want to have something that's pink as well. And I think that'd be really cute. Imagine a world where you can go into your bedroom and you've got a red laptop, or you've got a red iMac, or you've got a blue iMac. It would go so fittingly with your your RGB lights. It would just look so good.
So they made this for kids?
No, it's not for kids because it's a lot of money.
No, it must be for kids. Look, all I'm worried about is the new iMac, the good one, the one that I was considering on buying, the 30-inch one, the good one, is that going to be metallic and high quality, or is it going to be cheap like the kiddie version of the iMac?
I don't think it's a kiddie version, okay? I think when you're spending that much money, you can't be buying that for your child unless you're super rich and baller. And with regards to your
Whoa!
What?
I'll stop you there. Okay, if it's not a kiddie iMac,
yes,
why did they make the power plug magnetic, as if it's made to be pulled out, as if you're going to have a kid just being a monster, smashing it all around? They made it easy for them. Rather than pulling out the house electrics, you get to just pull out and smash the monitor. Get insurance for it.
It's just a safety feature, okay? Sometimes, okay, just imagine, okay, you're in bed and your iMac is right next to you, and then you just roll over and you accidentally push your iMac off the floor, rather than it just hanging on by its wire, it will just save the wire.
So rather
you get to save the wire.
So rather than it like being secured by the wire, it smashes and you have to buy another.
And
they're smart.
You know, Apple are great. They're probably like environmentally friendly. Okay, there's probably an environmentally friendly reason why it's a magnet rather than a plug socket. Maybe it costs more for them to make the holes into the back rather than just having a magnet.
Still got holes. Okay, why does it have a chin?
Because you want more for your money. You want to show off. You want to showcase that you've got something big and grandiose as an iMac. I think you're struggling with this, aren't you, Ash?
I'm struggling. It's awful. I can't get over how rubbish it is. And usually I like Apple's design. I mean, the Mac Pro, that one was a bit trippy. Had aliens on it. It's all right, I can get used to that. But it looked like a work of art. It didn't look like a work of Play-Doh. It didn't look like Play-Doh. This looks like Play-Doh. It's like they got the designer from Play-Doh. They just threw it on the wall and said, hey, the new Mac. This is from 20 years ago. Like, I like Apple's design, okay? Since like 2008, when Steve Jobs pulled out, RIP by the way, when he pulled out the MacBook Air, I was like, whoa, this is an awesome laptop. Before I was using like Dells and all these craps that had the worst battery life in the world, but this was nice and sleek. It looked premium. It felt good. And then they started making everything like nice and straight and beautiful. And the next 10 years, okay, they struggled. Okay, they were the best laptop in town. They did go a bit crazy, making it non-repairable, making everything glued in, but at least they threw in insurance for an extra premium for it. So you could have a nice laptop. It was solid. It was the best. The designs looked gorgeous. Even the bezel city on the iMac, it looked gorgeous. It looked like it can go into studio, fashion, it can go into a medical center, it can go into commercial work. It looked good. But now they're reverting back into the 2000 era of Apple, where everything looked like pastel, like disgusting, like chewing gum. It looked like, the fruits. It looks like, not real fruit. It looked like toxic fruit. Like an apple looks red. But then you get the sweet version of the apple, and it's like glowing with toxicity red. They've gone back to that disgusting mess, and I wasn't part of that mess. I'll be honest with you guys. I do like Apple, but from 2008, liked them. Before that, they were a bit too fruity, a bit too, a bit dodgy about that. Before that, about 20 years before that, they had the Macintosh. That was great. Overpriced, weird, but it was great because it had what's that film called? Johnny Five, the live robot. His mate, the programmer dude, he had a Macintosh, and I had a Macintosh at home, and it was overpriced. It had a small screen. I couldn't understand that. I was kind of like a PC buy back then, but it was still good and classy. So they were classy. They turned into fruit kiddie crap with your iPod era, and then they went back into classy, and now they're going back into.
But you have to ask yourself, why are they going into that fruity color? Why? What's the reason?
Because they're just recycling old design patterns.
No, I think you're wrong, because if you just open your eyes, and perhaps you're the minority in this case, if you open your eyes, you go outside, you will see a lot more color in the world than there used to be 20, 30 years ago, okay?
What do you mean?
People are now designers, okay? People are out there, they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram. They want to create beautiful colors, beautiful surroundings with them. If you just go on and just type in hashtag colorful trends, you'll get so many trends, people just glamorizing their rooms with lots of different colors, okay? So I think you're now the minority of person who is that bland, boring person that just wants metallic, slate, gray, blue, boring colors, right? Versus the majority of people out there who are designers, they're fruity, they want to go into these cool, colors. You're just no longer that person. And so this is not for you. I'm sorry. It's just not your laptop. It's not your computer anymore.
You know, you might have a point. I went into Starbucks a couple of months ago, and there was 3 people on staff, and they all had weird colored hair. And I was being nice to them. I was saying, like, can I have a cup of coffee, please? Thank you for the coffee. And they just looked at me like I was scum. They was like, and I think it's because of my hair color.
Yeah, you're not part of this generation.
But when I was younger, I wanted to have dyed hair. I just didn't do it because my hair would fall off. But now I have to have that hair color.
Yeah, to fit in.
So I can't have a Mac anymore. Is that what you're saying?
I don't think, like, if you're the kind of person who wants to have boring colors, then this is not.
But it's
the
not
product
boring.
for
It's
you.
nice colors. You're just saying it's out of date, and I have to have the fruity colors now.
Yeah.
So the new Mac.
I'm really sorry to break this to you on camera. Like, I'm actually really sorry.
So it is a good design. It's just not for me. All right, guys. I hope you found this episode of Opposing Views riveting. I certainly learned a lot from today's episode. Hope you guys learned a lot too. Thank you very much. Let me know if you guys love the new iMac design. I'm going to go have a think about my life.